Hello everybody, welcome to a new Legacy video. This video is sponsored by Ultimate Guard and Channel Fireball, and we're playing Questing Druid, which is a card that I loved to discover when in Wilds of Eldraine, and it's now seeing a lot of play in other formats too, such as in Legacy here. This list comes from Jujubean, and we are playing with basically just a blue-red deck. Splashing for Questing Druid. This deck is basically when I made the when I slightly changed the modern Murktide, I took the idea from Jujubean in Legacy, who was playing Questing Druid. Of course, in Legacy you don't have expressive iteration, so you know you kind of need at least some ways of 2-for-1ing yourself. 2-for-1ing yourself of getting card advantage in Questing Druid. I can do that. In Legacy, you have some ways of exploit that a bit more. You have Portent, for example, but mostly you have Ponder and Brainstorm, which help you set the top very much easier than the cantrips that you have in Modern, which is Preordain, which doesn't help you at all. I mean, a little bit. But yeah, so your goal is to not exile Daze or Force, and just to get properly card advantage with Questing Druid. What else do we got? Yeah, another sweet technology by Jujubean is the Blood Moon. Blood Moon is not a card that you would expect from a deck with just one basic island, but this is good against the 4-color. Although, I have to say that this was the case, I believe. There was like a kind of a switch in Legacy. The 4-color decks went from just not respecting Blood Moon at all with just one basic island to adding a single plains. And I have a very good friend of mine who won a challenge recently, beating 6 of this deck, saying that they just have basic plains now, so they go like fetch island, go ponder, find a Flooded Strand, get plains, and then, you know, it's kind of unlosable. Or just resolve a Carpet of Flower, that also helps. So I have my doubts, and I believe that the other strategies, the Daze strategies, are a terrible matchup against the Uro decks. So, you know, I'll keep on thinking that. Let's see what happens in this league, but I do believe that in Legacy there is some... I mean, you don't have, like, super polarized matchup like other formats, because of course every deck has like a super proactive plan, you have Force, you know, stuff like that, so you don't have the 100-0 matchup that you can have like in Pioneer, for example. But you do have some much more negative matchup than it was in the past, in my opinion. Right now, the control decks really beat hard on the Daze Wasteland strategy. The combo, the initiative decks beat hard on the control decks, and you know, so it very much stands up the skill that of the player, and of course the draws, the die roll, the usual stuff. But I think that there is definitely a lot to be said about how much matchup oriented is Legacy at the moment. And I don't think I recall it being so large. Basically, yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Hello everyone. Hello Daniel. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. As always, I do this stream, but I also record this video for YouTube, so you know you can either check out the content live or check it out later on the YouTube channel. Zeton 371. Unfortunately, we don't open any lands and we have to ship it back. Okay. This end is good. Keep. The question is though, what card do I want to bottom? Because I really like the 2 Baubles, because that helps me a lot with Channeler. Man, I really like every of this card. It's so risky to put down a tropical island. Ah, it's okay. I'll put down a Murktide Regent, but yeah, this one can easily flood. Although you have Brainstorm in this format, so you flood less often than in Modern, for example. Okay, my opponent showed up with the Cavern of Souls naming Goblins, and unfortunately I don't have any Wasteland to punish that. Oh, right. Delver of Secrets. Interesting. So I even have Brainstorm to flip the Delver. I think I'm still gonna go Channeler. Just to maybe select the top. I'd love to find maybe a Wasteland, stuff like that. I did find a Wasteland. And Wasteland is good because you don't have to... You don't have to put it in the graveyard to get Delirium because it goes in the graveyard by itself. So yeah, with this Brainstorm next turn, I'll be getting Delirium guaranteed. And I can go Namesake a Goblin now, and I can't Daze that. Oh wow, they go Rabble Master. That is very powerful. That is also very powerful. Okay. So I think my play is for sure Unholy Heating that cavern. I know they have another one, but sorry, Wasteland that cavern. I know they have another one, but I guess. Oh, can we draw another Wasteland? I think I'm just gonna go Unholy Heat attack for 3. I have to try to win this race. Yeah, that's a 1-mana 3/3. While that is very good, I really want to get a Wasteland for that Cavern of Souls next turn. So I think I'm actually gonna bin it. Are we gonna play Modern today? No, no Modern, only Legacy. It's a full Legacy day today. I haven't done this in a while, and yeah, it's a Magic Online, so you have usually a lot of opponents, and yeah, it's good. Guten Morgen. I'll be playing a blue-black Murktide, which is, you know, similar to Delver. All right, let's see what they're up to now. Is that Namesake a Goblin? It's a Buttercry Goblin, sure. They can go Seaman Spirit Guide and use its ability. I think that's what I have. Yeah, exactly. Seaman Spirit Guide, use its ability and attack me for 5. Thankfully, they don't trigger Pack Tactics, so they don't make an extra token. Alright, let's go Brainstorm. Yeah, that is good. I know that I just binned one, but I thought my opponent would have done something worse. They don't. Ooh, Vapor Snag. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna bottom Daze for sure, and I think Tropical Island. Yeah, you don't need it. You're blue-red in this deck. Or I can just play Delver and flip it. Because maybe I don't get to flip it next turn. So I can do something like put Daze and Ponder on top, go Tropical Island, Delver, attack. You attack me back for 3. And then I can go... Yeah, I think I'll do that. Maybe my opponent goes like Mountain Pumps all. I think I can just take it. Like, it's gonna attack. Like, go to 14 now, and then they go to 8, and then, you know, they die. Oh, wow, Ancient Tomb. Okay, let's see what this is. Goblin Rubble. Okay. I guess I wished I had the Dragon's Rage Channeler now. So if I'm taking 4 here, I go to 10. I think this is good. I need to keep the Delver to win into attacks here. So I'll grab a Ponder, reveal Delver. The top card is bad, but I might just get a Wasteland. Is Wasteland better than shuffling the top? Maybe, might not be actually, because if I find a Bolt, yeah, I'm gonna just shuffle the top and try to find a Bolt here. And I'll go Ponder with the Tropical Island. Actually, do I want to go DRC first? Nah, I don't need a DRC. If I find a Bolt, I'd rather Bolt than play a blocker. Alright, I'll shuffle. I'll attack with all. Pass. Now I'm at 9, I have a blocker, I have a bounce spell. Should be able to win. So yeah. Really like the ability of playing 1 mana 3 power creatures in this deck. They have 1 card in hand. Let's see what it is. Oh wow, Namesake a Goblin. Okay, so let me think. If I bounce this, because this says when this creature enters the battlefield, if it's on the battlefield, like if the ability resolves. So if I bounce this, they don't get to do its ability. I just block the Rabble, and this one gets a 1/1 attacker, so they deal me 6. Yeah, I think it's super safe, and I have a win here. So they have no cards left. So I let this resolve, and with its ability on the stack, I bounce it, and it will not resolve the ability. Hello, Floan. So the ability doesn't resolve, just vanishes, and they don't have red mana to do anything. I'll just block the Rabble and then attack back and win. Do I like Temur Delver more than Grixis Delver? I don't have any preferences, honestly. I enjoy that this is just a 2-color deck. I do have a Tropical Island here, but you don't have any green card, basically. So you're less weak to Wasteland decks. I don't know. I find them very similar. But yeah, it was super important to realize that my clock was faster than their clock. Yeah, so attacking was more important than defending. Sometimes in Magic, that isn't so clear. Okay, so Grafdigger's Cage stop Muxus. I don't know how important that is. Grixis is for Tosses and Orcs. Usually just Orcs. If you go in Channel Fireball, Ray Duke wrote his report. He went 9-2 at the tournament weekend. I mean, as always, on Channel Fireball, you find every competitive content. Okay, despite Daze is bad, I still think that you kinda need it. Molten Collapse. Sure, yeah, you have Molten Collapse, yeah. I'm gonna just do this. I mean, the cage, I don't know. What was being a cage eater? Alright. Keep. Well, the reason why we won last game was the 2 bubble in my opening hand. I wonder if you should play more bubbles. Because you can also play Urza's bubble in Legacy. Buongiorno, Pivo. Alright, they have their Cavern of Souls at the ready. I could just go Wasteland. It's never great to go Wasteland, but I will. The thing is that you kind of want to go Wasteland after you progressed your board a little bit. Like you have a creature, for example. But I'm playing against like a luck deck, so they might just not do literally anything if you Wasteland them. Okay, do I want to go DRC or just bold their creature? Yeah, I shouldn't have fetched, but okay. Big Money 369, hello. I make a ton of content. I do the deck of the weekend every Monday, and also we have a podcast called Competitive Magic with the Carnies. We talked a lot about Pioneer this week, so yeah, if you're interested in that, check it out. Okay, I'll keep on respecting my opponent, Namesake Goblin, with a Lightning Bolt up. This way, as you saw earlier, they don't get mana, even if I don't have a counter. And this goes to the graveyard, because now I have Delirium. I also bubble myself, because if I see a bad card, like a Delver, I can just fetch first, so that I don't draw it. Some people like Stifle. I've never been a fan of Stifle. Okay, I drew Daze right on time, but it was important. Mishra's Bauble plus Fetchland is basically a... Oh, wow. It's basically a opt. I don't know. I don't mind too much about that, but I guess I could Daze it. Testament Spirit Guide, it's no problem. My deck is full. I think I like Bauble. Yeah. I mean, I have 2 channelers, so... I'm not gonna bolt end of turn. I already found Delirium, so I'm gonna just go double channeler Bauble. I could also go... Oh, never mind. Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that. Alright. I was supposed to give up counter. That almost fell. Oh, but it happened. I can keep that on top. Oh, man, my opponent just plays in a single deck everything I hate about a deck. Studio Traders, Slay Line, Blood Moon against the Easy deck. Yeah. No, I was supposed to keep up mana. Okay, they got 4 mana only. Okay, Broadside Bombardiers. Sure, they can attack, they can sacrifice Namesake Goblin to kill one of the Channeler. This is Menace. Sure, sure, sure. Alright, I'll Unholy Heat this thing in upkeep. Get a double surveil. Draw. Porca de Volontade. This is easy game. Alright. Turns out if you put 23 1-drops in your deck, you beat the deck that put 23 3-drops in their deck. How is this deck against Mono Black Helm? I don't know, I'm not a matchup matrix person, but I would say that Delver is good against decks that try to resolve expensive cards in general with Ancient Tomb strategies. I mean, Delver is basically just happy to play against anyone except the Carpet of Flowers decks. Or decks. When they've both Carpet of Flowers and Uro. It's the worst. But those decks are usually very hard to play. They have a lot of bad matchups, so, you know, you just cross your fingers to never play against them. And when you do, I guess you hope you Wasteland Daze them. Okay, round number 2. My hand is much worse than the one I previously opened. The reason why it's worse because it doesn't have Dragon's Rage Channeler, which is an amazing card in this deck. I'm still gonna keep it because this is a because it has a land. Like you just keep it. Okay, the multi 6. Hmm? Okay, I'm playing against the Reanimator strategy over there. They go turn 1, Badlands into Faithless Looting. A card that is banned in Modern, but it runs around in... Oh wow, opponent very unlucky. I mean, it's not that unlucky, they kept the hand. But yeah, they have Badlands and Swamp discarded, so that's not any creature over there. Thank you, Emrakul. Welcome, welcome. And since they discarded 2 lands, I'm gonna assume that they have more lands. I'm not gonna wasteland them. I'll keep this land around for days. Maybe to go like flashback looting next turn with the petal. Dark Ritual. Okay, okay. My Daze will not work here apparently. Oh wow, they just go looting. Huh. I see. So they don't even have another land. That's weird though. Nah, they must have another land. You don't discard 2 lands and don't have another one. They discard Grizabrand this time. They have 2 cards left. If they go Reanimate, we must force. Okay, 2. They don't even have Reanimator cards. Okay, they have 1 card left only. They put in the graveyard Archon of Cruelty. Sure. 1 card left. I draw. Bubble. I am definitely going to bubble myself because I have the Scalding Tarn. So, you know, this is the opt. Make your own 0-mana opt. You look at the top, it's a bad card, so we shuffle, and then I draw a new card. And then I Wasteland. Because I have Daze in hand, so I wanna keep the land count in check. So then my Daze will be more functioning. That 1 card, it could be a land, and I can go land, exhume from the top. Speaking of from the top, let's see what I draw. It's another land. And they pass. DRC. Do I want to go DRC or just end of turn Questing Druid? Maybe just go. Let me think about this. Yeah, I think I want to go Channeler. If I go Questing Druid, I can cast the Questing Druid next turn. I can go Questing Druid Channeler. The problem is that Questing Druid raw like that has the option of just being awful. Like you can reveal counters and so on and so forth. But I guess I can play it in response to my opponent's spell. A pass. I don't really have a great explanation why. Did they have a second swamp? A third swamp. Okay, so they played 3 swamps. I'm gonna go end of turn, Tropical Island, Questing Druid. And we reveal Delver Ponder. Okay. Very, very, very lucky. Certainly very lucky there. I'll begin with Ponder. Flips Delver, so I can't really shuffle this. And then I can go Delver. And then I can go Channeler. And I pass. I can now pitch Ponder and have double Daze. Dark Ritual. So I could go double Daze on this. I think this is fine. can go Force, Pitch, Ponder. I'll leave the other Ponder on top. And I pass. Now we flip Delver with Ponder, and then I cast that Mill the Wasteland. I guess I want to go Questing Druid first. And then I play Ponder. Mill the Wasteland. Resolve. Okay, very good. A second pass. Top of the deck is a Questing Druid, which I don't mind. I meant to say Vapor Snag. I don't know why I said Questing Druid. Okay. Now, what do we have? We have for sure the Force of Negations. So pause sideboard, that could have some blue cards. Something like Show and Tell, most likely. So we could be interested in having the Pyroblasts. We could take a couple of Wasteland and Bolt out. Unholy Heat is also bad. Something like this. Questing Druid is not great either. No, it's okay overall. Basically, you're keeping like all the blue cards just because you have 7 forces. Yeah, exactly. Pyroblast is for show and tell. I'm not necessarily sure if they would have it. Buongiorno. Okay, opponent goes with their Fateless looting on turn 1. I could force some negation it, but I don't know. I could have forced negation it. They discard Grief and Archon. Oh, nice. Great draw. Yeah, this card just makes your deck. It's a clock, it fixes your draw. That's what they do. They go Dark Ritual. They have 2 cards in it only, and they have 2 counters. Oh wow, Sheoldred. Well, I must force that. I'm gonna force Speech Murktide. Graveyard. It's important to put that in the graveyard for the RC purposes. Remember, I don't have any copies of Wasteland in my deck now. If they go Faithless Looting in response, I'm gonna go Questing Druid. You want to cast Questing Druid with a spell on the stack, so that if you hit Brainstorm is really good to hit, so I'm gonna leave that on top. And reveal the top 2 cards. There's Brainstorm, Force of Will. Okay, so as I said, if you hit a Force, now we can cast it. I cast it on Daze? Yeah, I'd have so much mana. Basically now we turned Questing Druid once again into a very many for one. Light in the graveyard. I guess that would not be the worst, because I could go fetch land Questing Druid Brainstorm. I redrew it. Tropical Island. Cast. Missing a sorcery now. Okay, that's it for the next turn. Put on top these 2. Attack and pass. How was New York? It was great. Thank you for asking. I love New York. Definitely the best, my favorite city for tourism. Animate dead, okay. I ponder on top, which means that I don't, like if I put it as another reanimation spell, yeah, I think I have to go Force of Will and keep a Force of Negation to art cast next turn. I'll leave the card on top. You get there in a few weeks for New Year's Eve. If they have another reanimation spell, there's nothing I can do. Okay. There's a land on top. I might leave it there. Yeah. Yeah, let's think about the clock here, because this is gonna be 7, you go to 9. That lightning bolt is lethal, so I'm gonna go top, top, top. Play land, attack for 7, and then next turn you die to that lightning bolt. Week after? Oh, so good. It looks like they play land and pass, and I just go bolt and win. Leave the Brainstorm there. Alright, GG. Yeah, you just love when you get a good matchups with this deck, because it feels so powerful. Why no pizza experience in New York? I don't understand why you guys want me to eat pizza in a country that isn't Italy as an Italian. Like, it's like saying to a Japanese person to go to America and eat ramen, or a Chinese person to eat fried rice. Like, just explore new things. Like, why do you have to get your own worst version when you when I can already get like a pizza that is 1/3 of the price and better? I really don't understand why so many people would say that. It's very far from? Sure. Then why would I get something that's very far from? I don't. There's so many different cuisines in the world that I haven't tried in my life. Especially the Asians ones, since I have traveled to Japan once. And I have great memories of eating ramen every meal. And ever since then, the ramen was never good. But every time I go to New York, I find ramen that is as not as good as I remember, because at least I don't remember exactly the things. But yeah, because Anthony wants the pizza wars, right? You're right. Nah, he just jokes. It's okay. We made a new episode yesterday. It's just me and Anthony. I thought it was very good. So yeah, give it a listen. Do I still play 8 casting paper? Well, I don't play obviously paper legacy as often, but I played 8 cast for Eternal Weekend because I thought that control was extremely popular in the European Eternal Weekend, and it was. I played against 2 control decks in 7 rounds, and with these decks I have no chance. With 8 cast I beat them both. I lost to other decks. Alright, I go turn 1 Emery. Thankfully we have Bolt, so that can't resolve, but Emery is the card that needs to die. I wrote an article for Channel Fireball about 8 cast, so if you're interested, check it out. A little bit too many days, but okay. You've read it? Nice. Okay. Okay, they pass. Nice. Nice, we have opt. Let's see, what do we opt? DRC. That's probably pretty good. Thoughtcast. Okay. Divination for my opponent. I don't know why they played Seat of Synod, but yeah. It's very important to hold Wasteland for Urza Saga. Every other land doesn't matter. You only need to keep this for Urza Saga. Because of you, you're craving for good gnocchi. Yeah. Ye gnocchi. Alright. Patchwork Automaton. That's a start. That's a good start. This guy used to be Sai in the past, which is much better against Delver, but you know. Unfortunately, I have to Force of Will that. I say unfortunately because I would love to keep Force for Papa Cannoneer, but I guess Thought Monitor is as good. Okay, I have Delirium now. Patchwork is mostly here for the control matchups, and why the control matchup isn't as bad. Not that this card is like the control matchup savior, but unfortunately, I don't have anything, so I'm just gonna fetch. I mean, attack, and then I'll play Murktide. I have to hurt my Delirium. I guess I can, yeah, not too much though. If I just Daze any first spell, I'll be able to get Delirium again. And here I just have to hope my opponent doesn't kill me. Doesn't draw something, like doesn't go off. Alright, so uno, due, e tre. Oh, they have Force of Will? Oh, Metallic Rebuke. Oh no, Force. Nice. Amazing. Couldn't have hoped for a better one. Yeah, Graveyard. This gets me back Delirium. Okay, so they're in top deck mode, and I have 8 power, so I win with a Lightning Bolt. Oh no, they're tapping Ancient Tomb. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, when you get to Daze against that deck, it's brutal. Okay, they attack with a 6/6, but I don't mind. I'm gonna Wasteland here because I have another one, and also hopefully this is the last turn I have. The worst draw for me is Thought Monitor now. Alright, I concede. A couple of Meltdown. I wonder if Force of Negation is good against them. Probably is on the draw. I wonder if Blood Moon is good, but probably it isn't. Got one card and maybe just more Questing Druids. Drew both of my Questing Druids. When I kept 7. It's bad to say, but like this hand can just. It's probably never gonna beat a 7-card hand from 8 cast. He loses to Chalice, loses to Emery. It doesn't. This hand is a mulligan. Like as much as you keep like every functional hand in Legacy, like in the dark, maybe like in this matchup, this hand can just never win. Like this is what I call keep and lose. Makes sense to keep, but then if you keep it, you lose. You look at it, and you just fold it to literally any plan they have. We can't keep this. Keep. We even have Wasteland for Saga. Yeah, this end is much better. I think I bottomed the Lightning Bolt. Because Pyroblast answered the Emery. We did not keep lands and spells. It's a very rare occasion. Opponent plays Patchwork with Double Bubble. Double Bubble, very good there. I'll go DRC. And now we'll just be patiently waiting to draw a Meltdown. I go to 15. They draw 2 cards. I'll start with Brainstorm. Put in the graveyard. And I play more Channelers. Because these help me surveilling to get the Meltdown on top of my deck. Again, the Wasteland are there just for the Urza Saga. I'm not gonna Wasteland the other lands. The deck often floods. Okay, that's fine. I have a Pyroblast. I'm actually gonna put an upkeep stop. We have answers for everything. Wasteland and Pyro. I'll graveyard that too. I'm looking for Meltdown. I think I'm gonna chum block this time around. Hopefully they played Emery before combat so I can surveil double. Good morning, Mech. They don't. This is a 7/7. And I have to force the Emery. Emery is a type of card that it's like they're confident back in the days. If you untap with it, you win the game. Unfortunately, not even Meltdown saves me because they don't have 3 mana. Alright. Should be over. GG. Very easy playing for my opponent. They played a Pyroblast Automaton, a couple of Urza Saga, and yeah, that was it. Alright, on the play, I'll bring back the Dazes. We can trim them both on the play. I guess I can trim them Force of Negations on the play. On the play, against 8 cast. This end isn't very good. It doesn't have a... We need to force the Automaton. Yeah, could have. It doesn't have a DRC or Delver, so it will be a little bit worse. Yeah, I didn't think about forcing the Automaton, but maybe was the right play. In the hindsight, definitely was. We go Saga Go, and we go Wasteland. Ooh, nice. We drew a Delver too. Yeah, I'm gonna go Brainstorm in Upkeep. I want to flip the Delver. And I can shuffle away the 3rd card. And by 3rd card, I mean the 2nd card. I think I don't like Questing Druid. I can go fetch Ponder. I'm looking for a Daze. I think these cards are bad. I already have all these cards. Pass. Just having a Delver or DRC is so important for this deck to function. That's why maybe you would say that the Grixis Delver. Sorry, the Grixis deck needs Delver, because I remember there's like some talk about that. The Grixis deck needs Delver just to do something. Wow, they go Automaton like this. They don't even have... Yeah, you see, that's why I wanted Daze. Alright, I'll be once again reluctant to counter this and let this resolve. A pretty weak draw for my opponent. And now I'll just tap out for Murktide with Pyroblast up. Wow, not even Force. GG, as they say. Alright. Okay, good start. Good start so far. I'll be taking a bathroom break, and I'll come back for round number 4. Okay, this is round number 4. My opponent is 4-0. I don't have any lands. I have 1 land. That's a keep. I'll take out bottom Questing Druid. I have a very old style land here. Let's start Ponder. Okay, so I do like the next turn I can go double threat. Okay, I'll do that. Pass. Oh wow, Chrome Mox. Sure. Hopefully this Daze can counter a 3-drop. They pitched Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Okay. Well, good thing I didn't counter Chalice. If they go Chalice of the Void, sorry, Chrome Mox. If they go Chalice of the Void, it's over for me, unfortunately. If they have a Seaman Spirit Guide. They don't. Okay. I'll go DRC this time. And they go Blood Moon. I wish I went for the other one then. I'm gonna cast Daze because I wanted to find Delirium. I do find Delirium. This is also a card I could cast, but yeah, let's put it in the graveyard for Delirium. Mountain and attack for 3. Now I basically just die if they interact with my 3/3. Yeah, that's a card I could cast. At least the adventure side of it. I think I'll hold it. Is it Chalice? Or let it resolve? I mean, I could actually cast this in 4 so that I turn on my Lightning Bolt. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Okay. I could, yeah, I should have stopped in upkeep. Seek the Beast. Okay, I revealed a Lightning Bolt. I'll bowl my opponent even though there's a Chalice. Then attack. Why is the Everseekers not played in Modern? Because the cantrips are much worse. So you have a hard time in setting up the delirium, the flip. Okay, I should still be able to win this race. I don't know, actually. I mean, if they do nothing, then I should, but if they do something, then I'm not. Here it's 6 damage. Next turn, I believe it's 8. So yeah, if they do literally nothing, I win. But Fury is still legal in Legacy. They could have that. Dirnik, thank you for the 34th month. Welcome, welcome. That's a very much time. Appreciate your support. Okay, this is the very last turn. They either win or lose on this very turn. They lose. Nice. Yeah, we were able to beat Bloodmoon. Not an exciting game plan. Unfortunately, the Legacy is also like this. Sometimes when the power level is too high, you have decks like this that are, well, not very fun to play with or against, but it is what it is. Yeah, you too much to say about that. Okay, let's see. Do we want Meltdown in this matchup? Okay, we do. I think I'm once again taking out some Questing Druid, Portent, Vapor Snag. I need 2 more cards to take out. Hello, Laplacian. GG's for last match, indeed. What can I cut? Can I cut Murktide? Cut Murktide. 1 Unholy Heat only. This end is very good. They kept 7. They go Fiery Confluence on the Chromox, Seat of Traders, Rhinosphere. I'll counter Pitch Ponder. I'll find Murktide to be better. Then I can go DRC and Mishra's Bauble. Put in the graveyard, I'll land. And then correct this on my opponent. What do they have? Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Is that a card I'm interested to counter? Probably. Why not? I want to cast Murktide. Just 1 though, not 2. Do I want to get Trop here? I think so. Now I have to think about how to delve. Actually, not that much to think about. I just have to delve, keeping the Mishra's Bauble in the graveyard. Looks like they're playing another spell for 3 mana. Oh, wow, it's gone. That's brutal. That set me back a lot. So I want to cast Seek the Beast in upkeep. Yeah. I don't know if it's good. Would have loved to draw the Force of Will. Okay, it was very good. I got to flip Wasteland and Bauble. And I get back Delirium super quickly. Very nice. Broadside Bombardiers on top of my opponent deck. Man, this deck is so good. I had nothing, and I'm just, thanks to Questing Druid, I'm back where I started. Last turn. Same card, same graveyard. They don't make a land drop. Wow. I'll go Questing Druid, DRC. What if Express Iteration came staple to a Queer and Dryad? Well, I don't know about that, because this is not it, but it was it was a very good card so far in this league. Okay, okay, 4-0. Let's see if we can get a trophy. What a multi-6. Okay. I think I like to draw these two cards, and then Bauble is the last one. So that I can go Questing Druid into Bauble at the end of turn of my opponent. Yeah, Javier is so opinionated. Never heard of that word before. But yeah, if you listen to the podcast of Competitive Magic with the Carnies, Javier and Anthony are very opinionated. Their opinions are very strong, whereas I really don't care. As long as you don't put it on the void in your sideboard, I'm happy about it. Okay, they go Ponder Shuffle, but they play the Island. That's not great, because that means that my opponent is playing a control deck, which means that it's a bad match. Nah, that's not true. Okay, Polluted Delta. Oh, is that Doomsday? Thoughtseize. I think I want to go Questing Druid. As I said, as the second card is a Force of Will, I wanted to be able to flip it with this when the stack is full. It's Daze. So I can either cast Daze now, or opponent just pays and I return the land. I think it's bad. I'll let you discard my Force, and then yeah, I have Daze there. I wasted the Daze, but at least I didn't bounce a land. Because it's not free to Daze, as people say it's free. Free spells are never actually free. I say that as I'm attempting to cast a Mishra's Bauble. I think I want to go Brainstorm. Remember, I have a Bauble trigger, so I'm not flipping this Delver, unless I guess I put 2 Ponder on top. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Put 2 Ponder on top, play Delver, I'll play Bauble, but I don't crack. Then I draw Ponder, then I flip Delver. Opponent can just go Doomsday, I lose the game. Be careful to Bowmaster. I think my opponent is playing a combo deck. Thoughtseize, Island. Makes me think of that. And as my opponent resolves Doomsday, I'll take a bathroom break. And I'll come back when they finish. Okay, my opponent has resolved their Doomsday. And I will Bauble you. Edge of Autumn. Okay, so flip first. I want to flip Delver. And draw Portent. Huh. I can change my opponent order. That's funny. Should I do that? Or should I ponder? Yeah, I think I want to change your opponent deck. Portent target you. Okay. I'll put on top straight right. Don't shuffle. Back down to 5. And pass. No, I don't want to shuffle. I want you to draw the straight right. I draw from Portent. Why not shuffle? Well, if this straight right, they die. To Lightning Bolt. Well, I mean, if the Force of will do, can I do? Okay. Let's bring in the Force of Negation, the Counterbalance, the Pyroblasts. Should have shuffled anyway? No, right? If they just go Edge of Autumn, Merfolk, I lose. I guess you mean like, yeah, you bolt the thing. I don't know about that. I don't know if I should have shuffled anyway. I think I had a lethal line that way. Maybe I want to cut one Questing Druid. I don't love Surgical. I think shuffling is a trap. I'll bring Portent in. But if they have a Merfolk or Caverning End, and their other card is another cantrip. All right, I'll mulligan. I'll keep and I bottom Lightning Bolt. Let's go. Land Delver, go. Dark Ritual. Impressive. Thoughtseize. Nice. We thankfully have 2 forces. They take one of them. And they thought sees me again. Okay. Ponder. A Wasteland, and I'll play another Delver. Speeding up the clock rather than searching for Ponder. Since even if I find a Force, there's no need for a Force. Now, maybe next turn. But this way, if I flip Delver naturally, I'll have a clock that is much faster. They go Ponder, don't shuffle, and pass. Ponder. Yeah, I think I like to get another Ponder and then I cast it, yeah. So I attack you for 4 down to 9. If I flip that Lightning Bolt, I should win the game here. Because I flip, attack you to 4 down to 9, then Bolt is lethal. Okay. So I'm gonna do like this. Questing Druid, Bolt, Bauble. Second pass. Top of my deck, there's Lightning Bolt. This is the One Ring. I can't target you with Bauble. Yeah, this is called the Ugly Ring, not the One Ring. You're right. Let me stick with the name. I pass. Despite you can't read this card, it gives my opponent protection for the whole turn. They go to 7. If they cast Doomsday, they die. Because Doomsday puts them at 3. From 7, you go to 3 with Doomsday. They play a Brainstorm. I will bolt you. Final game of this league. If I win, trophy. If I lose, no trophy. It's a lot of creatures, but there's a Force of Will, so we can't mulligan. It looks very strong. Yep, I mean, that's what a Carpet of Flower or a player would say. Yeah, thankfully in this run I didn't play against any of that, just combo decks. Classic Legacy League on Magic Online. Everyone just playing decks that take 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna play Channeler. Delver is a pitch when I have so many red creatures. Obviously, you know, that could go discard spell, kill me. But I feel like it's better to play DRC here than Cantrip when I already have a Force in hand. I have one last game, yes. We are now in game number 3. They play Cabal Ritual. And then they play Doomsday. Okay, so my opponent has showed me several Daze in the previous games. If I let this Doomsday resolve, the game takes speed. The thing is, how likely am I to beat Doomsday resolve with this hand? I don't have Lightning Bolt, I don't have anything. They go to 9, and they probably will kill me afterwards. So I think I have to go, but although I have Portent target you. So maybe I let this resolve, and then I shuffle your deck. Take this screenshot, I'll show you to Jujubean afterwards. This is game 3. I'll let this resolve. Three. How many days exiled? Okay. As a diamond. And they pass. Draw. I'll fetch and play Portent. How many days are here? 1. There's only 1 days here. Wow. I'll play Portent, target you. Graveyard. And I can see your top 3. Okay. Is it better to shuffle or to make you draw Thassa's Oracle? What are the other cards? I think I'll make them draw the Thassa's Oracle. It's usually should be the last card of their deck when comboing. Check Brainstorm 2. They have 1 Brainstorm, 2 Brainstorm, 3 Brainstorm, 4 Brainstorms. Yeah, they have 1 Force of Will, and they have Daze. Okay, a second Force of Will. And they pass with Thassa's Oracle in hand. End of turn, I cast a Brainstorm. They could Daze this. Murktide Regent in the graveyard gives me Delirium. Well, Force isn't necessarily an insurance because they still have the Cavern of Souls. Untap. Attack and pass. Do I want to play DRC? Well, they could have. Well, they can't. Yeah, they could have double Daze, I guess. So let's just pass. I don't think I need to play DRC. Yeah, I could lose this game easily. They draw Edge of Autumn. Maybe I should have shuffled. They have one card in the deck. If they go Cavern, Merfolk, we can bolt the Merfolk. If they go Cantrip, we can force the Cantrip. If they go Straight Rate, we go Bolt. They have 4 cards. I know Tassa's Oracle. Okay, they go Straight Rate. And I'll Bolt you. They force. I force back. We win. Alright. This was a good game. We were able to get there, defeating what was like 5 combo decks. So yeah, it was nice. Ooh. I haven't trophied in so long that I forgot that what I usually do is lift up the actual trophy. Where is it? Where is it? Is it like this? Is it like that? It doesn't fit the... I should go further. It doesn't fit the screen. Man, it's been so long since I've trophied. Aspetta. I don't remember how... Yeah, that's like this. Okay. Bueno. So, no, this game is definitely interesting because people just tend to always force that Doomsday. But I feel like you can if you can't play around Daze, you should. Like in this game, I think thanks to the Portent, I was able to play around Daze. Like granted they had 4, so it didn't matter, but if that Daze, I would have beat Daze. They had the win through Bolt. What do you mean they had the win through Bolt? Bene. GG chat, GG. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you don't play against any Ur or Carpet of Flower, this deck is good. If you do, it's not. So, as simple as that. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this Legacy video, let me know in the comment. Press like and subscribe to check out more videos.